6.5. Mr.
They called it Black Monday. No shit. By 4 p.m., the market had dropped 508 points. The biggest plummet since the crash of '29.
I know your family, you know mine. No, I don't know, some fucking country in Europe took a shit. Let them do what they want to do. Our market's solid.
Holdings, this is not something that you want to see.
You know what happened? A fucking tsunami.
I think you're making a big mistake.
Mr. Tyson,
Yes, I would talk to your wife.
trust me, do not answer the phone. A lot of people are going to be calling you, trying to get your dirty laundry.
A lot of activity. We don't know what's going on here.
I know. I know. Holy fucking shit.
Welcome to Black Monday, my friends, and it is a bloodbath. Breaking, Japan's stock market suffers its worst losses since 1987, and the Magnificent Seven is currently set to erase 1.5 trillion of market cap just today. Meanwhile, Japan's stock market, again, its largest two-day decline in history. Just 3 weeks ago, stock markets were hitting all-time highs around the globe. Now it looks like panic selling may be a bit of an understatement. What does this mean for Bitcoin? Make no mistake, this is insanely bullish, my friends, and stay until the finish, because the Oracle of Omaha saw this thing coming a mile away. I think it's safe to say now we know why Warren Buffett was sitting on a record $277 billion in cash. He even sold 50% of his Apple stock. Now he buys it all again at a discount. Strap in and buckle up. There's blood in the streets. That means it's time to eat, baby. Let's get it.
Biden gets in, the market will crash.
Wheels on the bus go round and round. Did it. We did it, Joe.
Welcome back to the most bullish Bitcoin news show on the planet. I'm your chief propagandist, Rustin. Now let's go. Global markets just got Pearl Harbored as Japan's stock market again crashed, dropping by 4,568 points, or about 13%, the largest single-day point drop in the index's history. And if you look at that date, it surpasses the record set on October 20th, 1987, hence the Wolf of Wall Street reference right there.
Fucking shit.
Most of you got that. But we are definitely not walking on sunshine, okay? So let's continue. Magnificent Seven, over $1 trillion in market cap, just wipe that out. Crypto markets erase over $500 billion in market cap in 24 hours. Markets are pricing in a 60% chance, not of a September, but an emergency Fed rate cut. South Korea halted their stock market. NASDAQ falls 6.5% in one day. No doubt, today's gonna go down in history, ladies and gentlemen. So what happened here? What triggered everything? Well, they're in turmoil because the Japanese carry trade led to a historic sell-off. Japan's Nikkei, 18.2% in 2 days. U.S. markets, $7 trillion lost in value over the past week. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies nosedive, over $1 billion liquidated. No doubt, we have a convergence of events that have led to, well, investor panic and unprecedented market volatility. For those that are maybe just woke up and realize what's going on in the world, they may be surprised. But if you've been following our show, you knew this was going to happen. Well, this looks fun. The VIX index is now trading at the 5th highest level on record. Now, what that means is that traditional financial markets are now trading like shitcoins. This is all insanely bullish news for Bitcoin.
WTF, Rustin, do you have a brain leak?
I know what you're thinking. How in the tap-dancing Jim Cramer is this bullish for Bitcoin? Bitcoin has been calling this here for a long time. There's always a when, not if. But direct your eyes here, please. Breaking. There is now a 60% chance of an emergency rate cut from the Fed this week. Again, this is great. Going down in history, largest asset indices in the world, trading like meme stocks. We've been waiting for this moment, guys. This is where legends are made. There is chaos going global, almost as if it was organized by an unnamed organization seeking to achieve some shady anti-human initiatives by around 2030. But that's a story for another time. We are looking at a recession, been in one, but now enough for the status to admit it. The situation in the Middle East, well, it's a powder keg right now. Now, a lot of people may be scared, they may be worried, but not Bitcoiners. Why is that? Well, they know what all this means and why the inevitable is coming. As the legend Preston Pysh says, embrace the chaos, because this chaos will make them print so much money it's gonna make your eyes bleed. Now let's get into this. Who saw this coming and how? It's very interesting. Bezos, Diamond, Zuckerberg sold about $9 billion in stock. Buffett, basically owns the treasury market or something. It's insane. The Walton family sold almost 9 million shares of Walmart, and Soros, go figure, sold nearly all of JP Morgan Citigroup. This guy nails it. Definitely was one of the stories that the media was trying to distract you from, because they were just telegraphing everything. Why was he sitting on so much cash? Now you know why Warren's smiling with this creamsicle ice pop. And about those T-bills. Berkshire Hathaway now owns more T-bills than the Fed. Sounds like the Fed needs more T-bills. Probably gonna print them. I don't know. What did Warren Buffett see? Well, he saw the Lehman Brothers moment repeating itself. History doesn't always repeat, but it does rhyme, and that's what we have here. The majority of Americans are oblivious. Speaking of Lehman, remember that $50 billion in losses? Well, today, banks used $85 billion to borrow over $170 billion of fair value assets, approximately 95% more than their actual value, and it must be repaid soon. They used $170 billion to leverage toxic financial derivatives. Sound familiar? And the outcome is now coming to fruition, and these next coming months we're gonna see it. And as this guy saw, he said the definition of the word imminent is subjective. For you it may be one day, for others an hour, for others a year, etc. Consider the big picture. In financial markets right now, this is Lehman Brothers on steroids, and the margin calls are coming. Did Warren Buffett call the top of the market? You bet he did. Sold $75.5 billion worth of stock just last quarter, more than any other quarter in history. Now sitting on $277 billion in cash, so they own approximately 4% of all the T-bills issued to the public. More than the Fed, absolutely staggering. And one thing we need to remember, the Oracle of Omaha, he's been around a while. He may not understand Bitcoin, but he knows about a thing or two. And he wrote this article back in 2008 after the great financial crisis. And he said, "Buy American, I am." There's a little portion in there I'm going to share with you. Go ahead and take a look at the top right there. But a simple rule dictates my buying. Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. And now here we are. Suddenly recession is on the tip of everyone's tongue. And now it becomes, well, a self-fulfilling prophecy. My, how the turns table. You can relax, ladies and gentlemen, because while the next financial depression, well, is here, that means that the Bitcoin bull market is just getting started. Don't believe me? Global M2 money supply hits an all-time high. Send it, Jerome. Hey, it's time for a bullish history lesson. Shout out to CJ Constantinos. But the last time the stock market performed so poorly, Bitcoin fell from 9K to 3K, if you remember the 2020 crash. And the last time Bitcoin fell like that, it went 20x to 60K on the back of falling interest rates in QE, where we are about to go right now. If Bitcoin can hold 50K through the imminent yield curve normalization and QE stimulus, well, that same 20x move, powered by the same policies, puts Bitcoin at $1 million. Sounds like a good idea. You might want to get some of that. Otherwise, you can go down with the ship, as US bankruptcies have jumped to their highest level in more than 12 years. Holy shnikes!
Holy shnikes.
What will this insane amount of money printing do to Bitcoin's price? Well, strap in, and before we break it down, look at our likes.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Help us keep the lights on. Like, subscribe, and pay tribute to our sponsors, The Bitcoin Way. You're looking to learn how to Bitcoin, how to properly secure your Bitcoin? You might want to head on over to the newly revamped Bitcoin Way website, where you can begin your road to Bitcoin sovereignty today. If you're looking to schedule a free 30-minute consultation, go ahead and use that link below in the show notes. All right, well, the US added about $100 billion in debt in about 2 days. Hold on. Give me a minute to do some 10th grade math. Watch this real quick.
Who knows, maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand him a little crypto check, right? We'll hand him a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion.
Go f*** yourself, status! We're going to $35 trillion a coin. Orange Man just called it. Strap in and batten down the hatches. Valhalla awaits. Space monkeys!
Ready to sacrifice himself for greater good.
Click now to see how Bitcoin FOMO going global is closer than you might think. They're gonna print cuckbucks to buy Bitcoin. Brent ran the nation states now, for the love of God. Share the Sound Money Gospel out there. Give us a and catch all the latest breaking economic and Bitcoin news over at the Simply Bitcoin Twitter. We got a crazy week ahead, my friends. Happy to be in the trenches with you. I'll catch you next time. Peace.
If you prefer to go down with the ship, fuck you.